Yes, I don't know when I cover every platform we so host Naji and I want to make a born in Punimpu. And then see the same Muka say Agradaa. I any Asiamah sono. Asiamah ya packet Agradaa Niama. Eddie free social and any media and so I say I Yenina April. Now yenti interesting story you on the side.
Archbishop Aginasari. What does he say? Muhammad has no equal. Unprecedented. A man of God who only talks Bible. Man of God who is only healing people. Has moved a step out of the rostrum, the pulpit, and has gone out there to finger something that most men of God won't try. This is Charles Aginasari. I've known him from when I was probably 8 or 9 in Tamale. Brother Charles. And I love telling the story. One of the boldest men of God to ever try to open a church in a Muslim-dominated area like Tamale. I said, as little children, elders and adults clapped for us when we went to throw stones on top of church roofs to make noise and destabilize church meetings. Muslim area. We were told that they will all go to hell. Shafranama. So it was our duty to pack stones in our pockets, little children, and go and throw onto the roofs of the churches when they were having their meetings night and day. I remember in my area, Ababu, coming up there towards Ababu Forest, there was a beautiful church. I've forgotten its name. And they had the statue of Jesus Christ on the wall. How did you call that? It's not a kind of statue that stands, but on the wall like a mural. But, you know, it's carved into the wall. On the cross like that. Hey, we used to go there and stone that thing. Little children. 7 years, 8 years. Just go and pick stones and throw at that statue because of the hatred that they put inside us against any other religion except Islam. I grew up in that society. I'm glad those things are not happening anymore. That was the kind of environment this guy came to Tamale with to start a church in. It was called Brother Charles. World Miracle Church. I will never forget it. And he used to touch people. And then they will be healed and all that. And we used to say, oh, they are liars. They should go out onto the market there. The blind people, they bring them and heal them. Oh, I have a cripple in my house. Come and heal him. Liar. And all that. His Brother Charles. And he became Archbishop. Charles Aginasari. I love him. I've never sat under him. But I love him because of his resilience. We all remember Nogokpo. When they were looking for his head, he sent them his apology and told them that, you know what? I didn't intend what came out. Do forgive me. But it is glaring that even my wife is from the area. My children are given names that are from the area. Why should I look down on the area? I didn't intend it. But Nogupo, their spokesperson, still came out insisting that I should come. They said, lie. They threatened that he will die. Some celestial power. Oh, he defied that. When they were doing that, I was laughing. You remember we came to talk about all this. Because this was a guy who entered Tamale, my brother, to start a church in the 80s. And he stayed. And he made it happen. Is it your threat that will stop him? Where he even saw red physical threat, he stayed. Your celestial threats will not send him away. At the end of the day, everything went quiet. I'm glad that there's peace now. Hey, he granted an interview to Bolare. And Bolare is a colleague of ours. I love him. We used to work together at Joy FM. You know, multimedia. It was a beautiful time together. Bolare chased him to his house, and then he got an interview from him. And Charles Aginasari, Brother Charles, said something that rocked my boat. He was asked by Bolare, what is your very, very honest view of this regime, Mahama? And he used two very important words. Unprecedented. Mahama has no equal. And he even went ahead to mention names. From the days of Rawlings, all the way down to Kufuor, Atta Mills, and all those people, including Nanado. He hasn't seen with his two eyes, and even in the spirit, anybody who has done better than Mahama. And he gave a reason. Watch this.
I think that we are seeing something we've not seen before. I was around during Rawlings' time when it was PNDC and NDC, been around Kufuor's time, Atta Mills, JM1, Kufuor and JM2. What has happened this time? It's unprecedented. We haven't seen the nation shift the way it has shifted. You, the pundits, made us aware before the elections that the kind of debt we were in as a people, any government was going to take about 10 years to even bring us to a place where we would be even. And then comes in this government, and in 1 year changes, in fact in 6 months changes the dynamics. Our economy starts turning around, our city starts gaining against the dollar. I've never seen it happen like that before. His second coming has been unprecedented. His second coming has been unprecedented. We are able to pay our IMF loans. We've gotten into development in a certain way. I've never seen it happen. If it ever happened, and you people didn't tell us, but I've never seen it happen. And then for 1 whole year, no scandal of the government. I think that it's worthy of commendation.
It's worthy of commendation.
Yes.
It's worthy of commendation, as we say in Jamaica. Look at the passion with which this man spoke. Passion. He said all his life, all his political life, he didn't live to see Nkrumah. But at least he saw Rawlings. And all the other ones who came before Rawlings as a little child growing up. Unprecedented. It just said a being seed. My brother, he said Mahama has no equal. And he's made it clear. The kind of debt Nana Addo and Bawumia plunged us in. In fact, it was supposed to take us 10 years to start heaving a certain sigh of relief. But Mahama came in and in 6 months turned everything around. In his own words, there was a shift. You know, Pastor, they like that word, shift. In dimensions, shift.
Yes, Arafo Agradaa and Nikuna Asiamah no apaki ne niyama free social media. Oche mo man yere ema social media bi.
Breaking news etuato. Evangelist Mama Pat Kunu Angela Asiamah edin se mienu miensa bia ba betuda. Na ne kasa ne ntire mu ansa na me wan video no. Ye nchense mi bimra.
Emra kwanya. Yes. Me jina se ekunu. Me jina se berima. Yes. Emra kwanya me do be fa so.
Evangelist Mama Pat Kunu Angela Asiamah se Wa wunim na obefa ne yere Agradaa ho nsem aba betene media so aka no aka ne poto no ono so de obefa poto kwan so ene mrasam ana ode befa mu a ode befa mransem mu ene se sunsum wafa mu so ode befa mu na yanchare ho no yenkɔ he videos ni bi mra
ena no amiri ba ye me kasema me ene dai wakoma eye wasase a wakosiesie so no wasiesie no me hwɛ mo obi amfa bɔne ni fi enkasa asase no so da baka yes I say kabi o say awurade akwa me kasa so na me tifo say efiri na ekure me hwɛ sunsun fam honam fam emu obi mfa efi enka akoma ne asase a onyame nam na asam so asiesie na bawa so fam aye na dwuma obi mfa efi bi anka no eye mra kwan a me gina se ekunu me gina se berima
Embusiafo Agradaa kunu oka asem bi wa ha me de pa o se me yere de o me kontoko bi abi ka me hu ni nti me
aka kira me yere se de onyame asiesie na akoma aye no on tena ho sa enipa bi susu se me yere kra o beko o de ntoko aye de de nyame aye ni otimi ka tena se he angel Asiamah de mako hu me ni su no eni enka me hu me su ni pada se eni sa de onyame asiesie no aye nui ena no okoye video bi em say okoye adverts ema na to skin care na eja prison ni a wabewi ase foforo ahote ani tie ohwe na ho siesie na ho fama na ogire mu no oye yi na o kasa na okoka lumba asem oba ye enipa mpempem a de message ba ne phone so bonkum ni fofo obi o ena mama asem yu meka bi mayen na we yesu dia ba mama asem yu meka bi mayen ena ni nyansan mu no o ton na de o kan say asem no wa bebe bia no bremeji wa gwa na se brem ho awan meboa e kasa chero say she is not ready to fight she said san tokwa we wuntimi nto ho ji wa gwa na azuma na ese kra na okogina box mu ku ntokwa ni mfie nyina no otimi to play otimi to obi e kasa chero
yes. God bless you, man of wisdom.
But any pabiala ompe wa dwen satira any pabiala ompe wuye no obepe kwa bia so amade wo ye no e ya good.
Yes, arafo na just Agradaa nso no at long last media no so send ye no munhu ne biem we de wasesa ne niema nkuku nkanka no han e de free media ne so ano ose